Is ICE trying to live out their video game fantasy? I can't help but think about the military as someone that experienced it to some degree and see these reoccurring behaviors of trying to um, feel powerful. I feel like when you go into certain sectors and avenues, especially within the workforce, and this is something we've seen, whether that be police, military, federal enforcement as a whole, we notice these types of behaviors, which is very saddening. It's almost as they're trying to live out something or be something that perhaps they never were, or they feel like they fall short of, or there's a level of inadequacy there. And it's really something. Especially when I think about my time in the military. Remember how, and I feel like the military as a whole creates this individual and person often, unless you know, take a moment to think for yourself to analyze what is going on. But a lot of times the individuals are just doing what they're told without even thinking for themselves and taking a moment to step back. And it's sad because when I see this, when I see those that work for ICE, I see that very behavior. Do whatever you're told, right? And that is forget your humanity, forget your forget integrity to self, and to humanity, and forget values. And this is why I have, to be honest, not so very kind sentiments regarding the military, because the military loves to talk about values and loves to claim these values of respect or integrity, or treat others how you'd like to be treated. But that is never what is shown. That is not what I see in terms of the actions. And given the fact that also the military as a whole, its mission, although it claims to protect, let's be honest now, what the military has done and what the military has been used for is to continue to maintain power within the very countries. And that comes at the expense of other people, of other human beings, globally. Just thinking about like oil, and this is something I speak about very frequently, as there's been always a focus and target on the Middle East and North Africa. Those are natural resources that naturally the West can benefit greatly from. And we see this also with the enslavement of communities globally. Just looking off the track record, or just judging off the track record of the West, as well, enslaving individuals in other countries, using these people to generate money for the West, right? For the colonizers, for those of European ancestry. So they can profit, their countries can profit, their people can profit. Yeah, so it's sad. It's really sad that people choose to follow an individual or powers or governments that don't even care about the very people that are doing those behaviors. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the best thing you can do in life is be true to yourself. And hopefully that being true to yourself means being kind to humanity, because when you're kind to humanity, you are also kind to yourself, right? So that tells me a lot. When you really think about it, what is the psychology behind all of that? Why would you hurt, or why would you want to embody power? Why would you want to embody things that really are a depiction of a selfish human being, a human being just so focused on self, but not focused on the betterment and all of society? Because ultimately, and I talk about this all the time, everything comes full circle. So if you do bad, you reap bad. But yeah, that's all.